Attorney Glenn, naging national issue na pagkamatay ng staff mo long time aide si Richard Santillan. What ano ang is the PNP helping you out? Ano ang pakiramdam? Are they helping you out?
As far as I see it, sir, I cannot expect help from the Philippine National Police. Kasi ang salarin dito ay mga kasapi din po ng kapulisan. Although, personally, as an institution, I am not prepared to accuse the PNP as an institution. But itong mga taong ito, itong mga scalawags na ito, they're really for hire. Binabayaran talaga sila yan. And yan sila. And ayoko nang, I do not want to, ayokong diretsahin ko na sila na meron talaga itong mga taong ito. They exist and they do this kind of job, dirty job.
Why Richard Santillan? I mean, Richard Santillan is your aide. He's not a lawyer. He's not politico. He's nobody. Why Richard Santillan?
Siguro, sir, because Richard Santillan has become my alter ego. Over the last 11 years, he has always been by my side. As a matter of fact, nung nagburol po kami doon sa kanya, there was a former senator who visited him because he knows him personally because of me. A former Secretary of National Defense at iba pang mga former mayor of Quezon City. Pumunta din po, dumalaw. Because they know him because of me. In other words, Richard Santillan is insignificant without me. Kasi because he has been with me by my side, nakikita talaga yan siya. Even at this time, nung in-interview po ako, 3 or 4 na anchors, they even testified publicly that nakikita talaga namin yan si Richard Santillan either at your back or on your side.
Alright. This is what the public wants to know. Bakit tinarget si Richard Santillan? Well, klase-klase. May mga sa inyong palagay, bakit si Richard Santillan tinarget?
Sa tingin ko, sir, kung ako ang didiretsahin, then it would be very, very obvious. Kung ako ang didiretsahin na tirahin nila. And maraming tao ang magagalit nun because I have also my own following and I'm very grateful sa aking mga followers. And a lot of people know me. Wala pong bahid yung reputation ko, sir. Since the time that I have served my people in Biliran until now, wala pong bahid yung pangalan ko. And I take good care of my reputation. So, kung ako po ang titirahin, there can be no other reason, there can be no other suspect except talaga yung Smartmatic and Comelec at the politicians who want to cheat these elections in 2019. However, if they will use another person like Richard Santillan, they know how close I am to him because I really treat him as a brother, buddy, best friend. Because siya lang talaga ang kausap ko. Actually, before we leave the house, parang nagki-case conference pa nga kami. Kami lang dalawa, nag-uusap. Magtatanong yan siya, saan tayo pupunta, sir? Pupunta tayo sa Comelec. Ano gagawin mo doon, sir? Ganito, ganyan, ganyan. O ikaw, ito ang party mo ha, ito ang akin. So when we go to the Comelec, there are times na siya nagpa-file, siya pipirma. So that's how he is attached to me.
So hindi siya EJK attorney. It couldn't be EJK because
Hindi po siya ma-qualify as an EJK, sir.
Hindi rin siguro po pwede mo sabihin natin mistaken identity dahil kung mistaken identity, sana niratlat lang. Pero may mga tama siya, may mga puncture, may mga hematoma, sabihin binugbog muna. Diba?
Yes, sir. Opo, sir. Hindi po siya mistaken identity.
Doon na lang kaagad. O hindi si Attorney Glenn Chong ito. Pero yung third na possibility, could it be na somebody hired somebody, itong mga pulis siguro, and then to send a strong signal dahil malapit sa iyo ito, aid mo ito. Could it be? Mas mabigat ba ang pakiramdam mo na gano'n ang mensahe, na may mensahe sila para sa'yo na tumigil ka na Glenn Chong dahil ganito ang mangyayari sa'yo? What do you think?
Sir, if kung hindi talaga kaming dalawa, it would be better kung kaming dalawa. Pwede yon na nandun talaga si Glenn Chong but it's happened na wala ako doon. So that's why probably tinorture muna at bago pinatay. Because the purpose, kumbaga nag-shift na lang sila ng tactic. Okay, torturein natin to send a very strong message to Glenn Chong. And if that will be the case, then the purpose there is to break my spirit. Na pilayan natin to. Because si Richard din kasi was expected to gagawa ng posters ko kasi fine arts graduate siya. When I had my school bus project in Biliran, siya po gumawa ng livery doon. Lahat ng projects ko siya gumagawa ng mga logo and everything because he knows this stuff. That's why, hindi ko talaga siya binitawan because he could help me a lot. Now, bit-bit ko pa nga yung mga pictures ko galing Camsor kasi doon ako nag-taping yung photoshoot ko para sa posters ko. Bit-bit ko pa yun, sir. Kasi ibibigay ko sana sa kanya para gawa na ng posters. But of course, wala nang gagawa kasi wala na siya. So I think that is, they may probably have seen this na sila naman dalawang magkasama palagi eh. So if tirahin natin to, si Richard, pahirapan natin ng gusto, we may have the effect of breaking his spirit and instilling fear sa puso ni Glenn Chong. But that is, they're wrong, sir. Hindi ako natatakot sa ganyan, sir. Actually, I thrive in this kind of circumstances. Pinapahirapan mo ako, sinasaktan mo ako, the more I will fight.
When you spilled the beans sa Senate na may dayaan, na may connivance ng COMELEC at Smartmatic, did you ever anticipate or naisip mo ba na baka may restback sa'yo ito na your life could be in danger? Would be in danger?
At the time, sir, that I made the disclosure sa Senate, yung expose po, hindi pa po pumasok sa isipan ko yon that they will go after me and kill me. But only when I filed my certificate of candidacy for senator, nagdadalawang isip po talaga ako to file it there by substitution. Kasi my party was already telling me, you have to file it na kasi magde-deadline na. And then yung iso-substitute ko, aalis ng bansa. On the other hand, meron din ho ako isang kaibigan who I pray with every night. She told me, you have to file. The other person who was pushing me si Richard Santillan because he had been reading the posts on Facebook. He keeps track of them and share rin yung tinatanong ng mga tao. So sinabi niya, you have to file na. So nandun sa likod ko si Richard, when I was holding my certificate of candidacy, I really had a premonition na pag final ko ito, it's either ako ang hihiga sa kabaong o si Richard ang hihiga sa kabaong.
Bakit pag-file mo ng candidacy mo, bakit mo nasabi yan? Why pagiging target ka pag-file mo?
Kasi sir, ang tinitingnan ko kasi, over the last 8 years po, from 2010 until 2018, before I filed my certificate of candidacy, kahit pa gaano karaming i-expose ko doon sa Senado, hindi naman po nila ako sinasaktan. Pero hindi po din ako nag-file ng certificate of candidacy. Wala pa ako final na certificate of candidacy during that time. Hindi po nila ako sinaktan. But only in 2018, when I filed my certificate of candidacy, Richard was killed 2 weeks to the day. 2 weeks, 14 days to the day that I filed my certificate of candidacy. At yun yung talaga ang premonition ko. Kapag final ko to, it's either ako ang hihiga sa kabaong o si Richard ang hihiga sa kabaong.
Before that, may mga death threats ka ba natatanggap? May mga nakakarating?
Dati po sir, may death threat po ako.
Before Richard Santillan?
Yes, opo, 2014 po. Lumabas po yung news sa isang news program sa tanghali. Lumabas po yung about issue of cheating in 2013. Tinext po ako noon, sir. Pinabantayan ka namin. So, I engaged the texter at sumasagot din naman po siya sa kabila. So, ang last lang na binitawan ko sa kanya, hindi ako hihiga ng kabaong hanggat hindi ko kayo bitbit. Tumigil na po siya doon. The next time, hindi na po yun threat, sir. Offer na po yun.
May mga usap-usapan na itong hepe ng Region 4A, dahil pinagtatakpan niya sa tingin ng karamihan, na itong si General Carranza, connected pala ito kay Secretary Marrojas dati. Have you heard that?
Ang pagkakalam ko, sir, si General Carranza, siya po yung head ng Police Regional Office 4A. So, Pro 4A ang tawag nila dyan. Siya yung Regional Director. Bata-bata po siya ni General Garbo. And even si General Bato confirmed that na tauhan nga siya ni General Garbo. And General Garbo has been tagged by the President as nasa narco list or involved in narcotics and drugs. Now, we all know that si Garbo is also very close to Marrojas. So, yun, nakikita ko po yung kulay dilaw na the streak of the yellow color.
Sa Highway Patrol naman, si General Fajardo, the Chief of Highway Patrol, alam mo ba na dating sa northern niya, pagkamatay ni Kian, pero before that, bata pala ni Laila de Lima yan. Is this correct?
I think, sir, ang nabasa ko po is, dati siyang nanilbihan din kay Jesse Robredo as Chief of Police ata. Before he was, then napunta po siya doon sa kay Kian. I think this is in Caloocan. And then pagkatapos ngayon, dito na naman kay Richard Santillan as head ng HPG. Ang pagkakalam ko, malapit din po siya kay Secretary Laila de Lima. So again, there's the yellow color, sir.
Aren't you afraid that may attorney na may matrix sila inilabas na talagang they're insisting na si Richard is really involved in this highway robbery group, etc. Aren't you afraid na one of these days baka ikaw na mailagay sa matrix nila at sinasabi na ikaw yung financier ng robbery group nito? I mean, we've heard that. I mean, nasa sine lang yan, pero nangyayari sa totoong buhay. Aren't you afraid?
Sir, I will not be afraid. Sige po, si General Carranza, gumawa ka na naman po ng matrix. Then I will answer you. Ito lang po, when you show a matrix, hindi sufficient ang matrix lang. Matrix does not stand in court. Matrix has no probative value in court. You have to go beyond the matrix. As a lawyer, basura yan. As a lawyer, ang tingin ko sa matrix is simply a basura. There's nothing there except a conclusion. That's a conclusion. But you have to look at the facts behind it. Ano bang detalye? Kailan mo kinising ang tao? Anong araw? Anong oras? Nasaan ang picture? Yung picture po ni General Carranza sa kanyang matrix, galing po sa Facebook yun So, anong klaseng matrix yan? It does not stand in court and General Carranza knows about that. Kung gagawa kayo ng matrix, then bubusisiin ko yung detalye. Because, for all, ito, pwede kong sabihin to, you can check my bank account. Check my bank account. It's all there. Tingnan mo, kung bank account ba yan ng financier. In the same way, na sinabi nila, na si Richard Santillan is also yung sinabi niya, drug peddler, drug pusher. Tingnan mo kung may bank account si Richard Santillan. Sir, walang bank account si Richard Santillan.
Baka magamit ka, attorney, because uso ngayon yan. I mean, to go after, narinig mo naman siguro, tataniman ng ebidensya, baka maituro ka, maisama ka sa narcolist ngayon. I mean, madali lang, ibulong ngayon. Sabihin kasama pala itong Attorney Glenn Chong sa gabi at sideline pala ito magbenta ng droga.
Sir, they can always check my background. Pero ito naman si General Carranza, this is one thing I would like to point out, sir. Nagtataka siya, sabi niya, bakit daw kiniklaim ko yung sasakyan ko na akin when in fact the registration is a certain Joanne Chong. Hindi pala nag-research ang police. Joanne Chong is my sister and that car was brought to me here in Manila for my use. So akin yun. Joanne Chong is my sister. Ba't kayo nagtataka? Hindi nyo ba sinilip yung records? Hindi ba kayo nag-dig up deeper? Now take a look. So kung ganito lang pala ang klase ng ating kapulisan, wala talagang kwenta ang matrix, sir. And I'm not afraid. Gumawa kayo ng matrix. I will counter that. I am always able to counter.
Panghuling katanungan or last two questions, attorney.
Yes, sir.
2015 daw huling na register. Is that true? Bakit? If this is true, bakit 2015 hindi na-register siya?
Hindi ko po talaga na-register yun, sir. Hindi ko po talaga nabayaran yun. Because as I have said, I'm not a financer. You can check my bank account po, sir.
Kaya nga, why wasn't it registered? Kasi doon nila kayo in-stop nila dahil walang registro hanggang 2018. 3
But,
years na hindi
sir,
tumatakbo na hindi rehistrado.
Totoo yan. But even General Eliazar said that nagkausap po kami, sabi ni General Eliazar, that is not a ground. Because everybody does that. Everybody does that. And the police knows that. So, it is not a ground. Nag-usap po kami ni General Eliazar about that. And then, if you check the LTO records, I've showed yun kanina, sir, there was really no alarm.
Besides, may mga nagsabi din sa akin, attorney, how can you use a vehicle na unregistered para sa krimen? Magiging mainit sa mata.
Yes, opo. Totoo.
That's what they're saying.
Paano mo gagamitin ang isang vehicle na paso ang registration in an illegal activity? You are actually attracting the police there. The fact that it's unregistered, it's because it was used plainly for my own activities which are all legal. Now, ito sabi nila, si Richard ay ganito, ganyan, drug peddler, drug pusher. Tingnan po ninyo yung bahay ni Richard Santillan, sir. From the time he worked with me until now, he's still renting the same place.
So this is the case, attorney, and we all know, and I know you've heard of this saying, dead man tells no tales.
Yes, sir.
So hindi na may pagtatanggol ni Richard dahil patay na nga siya.
That's why I'm taking up the cudgels for him. At marami po sa social media is also taking up the cudgels for him because they realize that this is a good man they have killed. Yung pamimigay po niya ng Christmas gift sa mga bata, doon sa mga depressed areas, sabi po ng kapulisan, sabo ang dala. But I have shown you, sir, yung things po ni Richard Santillan, ang nandun po sa sasakyan, sulat ng mga bata, nanghihingi ng Christmas gift.
So, sa inyong palagay, attorney, na mawa-whitewash ito? Do you
I will not.
Right now na may effort na i-whitewash ito?
Yes, I know. I know there is an effort by the leadership to whitewash the case, but I will use my power within my power, my social media following, to prevent that from happening. And I'm very grateful kay Attorney Presida Acosta. She took up the case. Nakita din po talaga nila kung anong nangyari. And the more, nung na-confirm po nila doon sa autopsy, na 63 wounds were all sustained by Richard Santillan. There was even a parang dito, sir, yan parang ginanyan ng kuko. Ginanyan ng kuko. I don't know how the explanation will be, but yung sabog ng ngipin, yung ngipin dito sa baba, kinat ng razor sharp object. Kasi yung ngipin, sir, ganyan, like ngipin na yan. Kinat yung ngipin dyan eh. The cut was so clean. At even Dr. Urfi was parang dumbfounded siya. Sabi niya, Glenn, come over. Nung lumapit po ako sa kanya, may magnifying glass pinakita eh. O, tingnan mo, you look at the ngipin, look at the teeth. It was cut very, very sharp.
Ano naman ang message mo, sir, sa smart natin? If you believe na probably they're sending a strong signal or message.
Well, ang masasabi ko lang sa kanila is that I'm not going to die. And I'm not going to lie in a coffin. Not now. Not ever. Maybe years from now. But I will keep fighting. I will keep fighting for clean and honest elections para po magkaroon po ng pagbabago sa ating bayan, sir.
Kay General Carranza and General Fajardo,
I would like to ask them to resign. If they will not resign, then by January po, sir, once na-enhance po namin yung video, we have video that will show kung paano nila sinet up yung sasakyan ko po. Doon sa senaryo po nila. Hindi ko pa po pinalabas yung ebidensya ko laban sa kapulisan, sir. I will use this to its maximum limit. Hindi ko po ipapalabas lahat. I will choose my timing. I will choose my own war. I will dictate the rules of the game. So hindi ko pa po ipapalabas to, sir.
Are you saying hanggang diyan kay Fajardo at Carranza lang ito?
Sir, up to the level of General Carranza. Kasi si Fajardo is parang mababa yung rango niya kaysa kay Carranza. So this reached up to the level of Carranza. The buck stops with General Carranza because this operation, hindi ito pwedeng mangyari, sir, kung hindi inaprubahan ni General Carranza.